Hey everyone, today I am with Nick Hammond of Salvation Fitness and Salvation Nutrition. Because some of you may have seen a while back, I did this like modern Minuteman project where there was like these fitness goals that I had to lay out, and I tried it, realized how horribly far off I was in a lot of areas, and was determined to get better at it, and then nothing ever happened. So what I've been looking for a while is some system by which I can be kind of formulating a plan, holding myself accountable, and then just having some way of just maintaining that and making sure I'm moving in the right direction, and having someone who's a subject matter expert basically pointing me at least in the right direction and giving me those periodic check-ins to make sure that I'm doing things properly, and just again building towards something positive instead of just wasting my time in the gym or at home working out with kettlebells or whatever else. So again, that's why I'm here with Nick. Nick is someone that I've actually been working with at my big boy job now for quite a while. But as you can probably tell by looking at him and the fact that he owns a gym, he's been doing this for a little bit of time. So Nick, why don't you, can you tell a little bit about your background and you know, why I'm coming to you for this?
So welcome everybody. My name is Nick Hammond, also known as Nick the Trainer Dude. And again, I have been working with Ryan for quite a while. So we've been talking about this for a few months. I'm a personal trainer for my main job. That's what I've been doing for the last 27 years now. And so one thing we're going to be doing with Ryan is we're just going to be customizing a program based off of his individual goals and your lifestyle, right? Like, what does Ryan's lifestyle look like? What are his fitness goals and how do we get there? One thing I've had the opportunity to do over the last like 25, 30 years is just to work with people, yes, here in the gym and actually put you through workouts. But within that, my main part of my job was to get you results. I wanted you to see results, not just physically, but how do you feel? Do you feel better? Is your life changing? What is actually happening through following a fitness program? So what we do and what I'm going to be doing with Ryan over the next 90 days is we just got done customizing a program for Ryan based off of, number one, his food intake. So we dialed in a program based off of when he's going to be eating and what he's going to be eating. And we just kind of broke it down for the first 2 weeks. It's not overwhelming for the next 90 days, but what are we doing for the next 2 weeks? So we got a food program, we got a cardio program, and we got a basic strength training program started for him to follow. So he's going to leave here today knowing everything that he has to do for fitness. There's not really any questions, right?
No.
Kind of laid it all out for him. He took notes. He understands it. Real basic. We took some measurements before he started, so we found out how much lean mass he has, how much body fat he has, what the percentages are, and then we're going to check those in 2 weeks. And we're going to compare, this is what we're doing, this is the output, here's what we did, here's what it yielded in results, and then based off of all the years I've been doing this, I'm able to look at those results. Oh, we lost 2 pounds of fat, or we gained a pound of muscle, or we didn't lose anything at all. What do we need to change to continue to make progress? So my job is to assess the changes that happened, make changes in your lifestyle and the eating, the food, the cardio to continue to get you towards your goal. And Ryan right now doesn't have a big, we know he needs to lose weight, right? And he actually has like 30 more pounds of muscle than me, even though I'm a little bit better looking than he is. It's all right. I'm 5'6", he's 6 something. But the goal is just to like, what did we do over this 2 weeks? We saw 3-4 pounds of fat. Awesome. Ryan's main goal is he wants to be healthy and fit and feel better and have more energy, so he's not having to substitute his life with a bunch of caffeinated beverages. That's the main goal.
Exactly.
If he can get a 6-pack or look shredded like a Viking and be a beast, all just a plus. But the main goal is, let's create a 90-day plan for Ryan to get in shape. Then at that point, we can really decide that we want to do something else in the fitness realm, or we just want to stay fit and healthy.
Right.
So,
and one of the things too, and again, if you've been following my channel, you know I'm a big believer in like firearms training. And can you get good at things without having coaching or anything else like that? Yeah, it's theoretically possible, but if you do succeed, it's going to take you a lot longer. You're going to spend a lot more money. You're going to have a lot more failure in and along the way. So, you know, if you try to learn how to shoot a pistol without going to a qualified instructor, you're going to be wasting a lot of time and effort and energy on the range, and I guarantee you will never get as good as you could have gotten under the watchful eye of an instructor. So that's kind of the approach I'm taking with the fitness. Can I just start going to the gym more? Can I just start doing cardio more? Can I try to start eating better? Yes, but the truth of the matter is I don't know enough about fitness and nutrition and supplementation
Yep.
to be able to even know really where to start. And I'm going to just start throwing variables at it without knowing what's effective, what's ineffective. So by working with someone who's been doing this for 30 years,
Yep.
he can really accurately sketch out a 2-week plan. As long as I stick to it, which I'm determined to do, he can then isolate, okay, here's the variables, here's the knobs we need to start twisting to be able to start getting those desired effects. Because if I was just trying to do it by myself or use AI to come generate some random fitness plan or nutrition plan, it's never going to be as effective as someone that I'm personally dealing with.
Yeah.
And even if it's someone watching this video who wants to do it, he can also do it remote, just get on a phone and talk and have that personal attention and that personal accountability to help make something like this a lot more effective. And that's, to me, the reason that I've wanted to do this as opposed to just trying some other,
Well, the key word that Ryan said, and I was taught this like 30 years ago, was like, your main job is you're going to be a person who holds people accountable. And I was just like, that's crazy, because I loved training.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean accountable? I didn't understand. But my main job is I am holding you accountable. I'm going to check in with Ryan. How are you doing? How's the plan going? The other big benefit really in working with someone like me or just getting some basic help is like most of individuals trying to get into the fitness world, they just do too much too fast. They eat too clean too fast. The calories are too low. They exercise too hard too fast. Day 3, they have no energy. They feel worse than they did than when they started. And so we eat a Twix bar or buy a donut because I'm kind of hungry. All right, and I like a little ice cream or maybe some Hawaiian time. Right, so the whole idea, all this stuff. The whole idea is just hold Ryan accountable, feed him when he needs, understand that I'm the coach. He's the student, he's learning, he's willing to learn. That's a big step, right? Even probably with you with coaching in pistols, you have to be willing to learn.
Yeah, 100%.
But when someone's willing to learn, some of the best athletes in the world, probably not some of them, all of the athletes in the world at a collegiate level or higher have coaches. Yeah. The people we watch and we enjoy watching have personal trainers, they have stretching coaches, they have yoga coaches, they have dribbling coaches, they have all the coaches just to be the best. Yeah. Yet we're just average everyday people thinking we're going to jump into the fitness world and be jacked. Yes, you will get results. Yes, you will feel better, but by having someone monitor your program and hold you a little bit of accountable, we're going to see results quicker, more efficiently, and still be able to enjoy time with your family and your friends while living a lifestyle that's not just dedicated to an overall fitness lifestyle.
Yeah. And like the thing that's encouraging to me is we've talked about doing this for a while, and now finally timing has worked out where this is an attainable thing for us to start pursuing. I had built all these ideas in my head of, man, I'm going to be eating nothing but rice and chicken and, starving myself and doing all these crazy workouts. But, we've got our first 2 weeks mapped out.
Yep.
It seems incredibly attainable. It doesn't seem like this crazy hard, barrier to entry. It's going to be challenging. It's going to require discipline, but it's not daily doubles doing all kinds of crazy cardio. It's not starving myself. And again, by having that personal attention, if I'm, as he talked about many times through this kind of counseling session, if I'm at a point where I'm just hungry and it's not enough food, I can talk to him and he can start making those accommodations. So I'm feeling way more encouraged now that I know what's actually the plan versus what I was imagining it was going to be in my head. And one of the things too is obviously someone with the experience level of Nick, something like this is going to cost money. However, I was kind of doing the mental math as I was driving over here. By cutting out drinking way more than I should be drinking, eating a lot of the nonsense food that I shouldn't be eating, going out to eat as much as I shouldn't be doing, I'm probably going to save more money than I'm spending on this style of training.
On average, just to people that hire me for programming in general, can save money just by not drinking coffee from a coffee stand, afford my services, completely change their lifestyle around, and come up with $400 to $500 extra in their bank account because we're not eating out so much. Yeah. Humans spend a lot of money on food, eating out every day. The way that I'm feeding Ryan for these first 2 weeks, he's going to spend less than $8 a day, maybe 10, to eat 5 healthy meals. Yeah. You're spending what you would spend on a half of a meal at a restaurant one time a day, a drink, to eat 5 meals a day with a little bit of work, a little effort, a little preparation, money's going to go up, waste is going to get smaller. Nick gets all the credit when he looks great walking around the house shredded. All right,
walking around the office.
Hi, I'm here.
Going to close so many more deals. Well, and also too, and this is one of the things obviously that obviously has made Nick successful and why he's been doing it for 30 years is just genuinely, he's a really easy person to talk to. And obviously we talk a lot of shit to each other and whatnot, but he's someone that I get the impression genuinely cares about making everyone better and getting the most out of themselves. And
100%.
It's way easier to talk to Nick than to talk to some AI that is really not giving me any of that personal feedback. And he also knows how to play into my ego a little bit, like really where this started. We were golfing like at the beginning of summer, end of spring, and I'm at the tee box, I'm about to tee off, and I just hear him talking to the guys in the golf cart behind me like, man, if I just had 3 months with Ryan, he would just be a beast. And I'm like, yeah, that beast is inside me. I just haven't had the discipline or the drive to get it out. And hopefully we'll see where we're at in 90 days. And again, I wanted to start this video kind of series at the beginning, letting you guys know what the plan is, why I'm doing what I'm doing, how I'm going to go about it. And then we're going to do periodic check-ins throughout this process so that you guys can follow along. And hopefully, usually YouTube commenters are good about making fun of my appearance anyway. So, but by having that with you guys able to follow along,
you can make fun of him when he has a 6-pack.
Right.
Yeah. We'll take that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can talk about my shirts fitting too loosely.
Yeah,
at that
sorry.
point.
Oh, your arms are small.
Yeah. Dang it. So anyway,
awesome.
Again, I think it's something that I think is worth you guys considering. Again, the proof will be in the pudding, literally for me. But if someone is interested as they're watching this video in getting your services and getting that consultation again, which can be done remotely, where should they look to contact
the first place that you guys can just look me up on Instagram. I'm the only Nick the Trainer Dude out there, so just look up Nick the Trainer Dude. And again, I've been doing this for probably 15 years over the phone. That's kind of where this consulting started. So any of you that are interested, you can send me a DM. I'll get your phone number from you. I'm going to personally just give you a call, and we'll chat for 5 or 10 minutes, and I'll explain to you how this will work in your lifestyle and what you're trying to do. Super simple. There's no cost for that. At that point, I'll explain to you what it costs to actually work with me for the 90 days and get you started on a good fitness program. But the first place to start is, once Ryan gets this out there, is just if you guys are interested in any information, just send me a DM on Instagram, and then we can kind of go from there. And again, it's Nick the Trainer Dude. It's pretty simple. I'm the one and only Nick the Trainer Dude out there.
Yeah, and so I'll have his contact in the description down below or in a pinned comment. And I think it's also worth mentioning, like with this, again, you're looking for that, like, obviously you do that consultation for free, you talk to the person, but then if they want to do it, there's like that 90-day.
We have a 90-day commitment.
Buy-in. And I think that's a really important thing, because if you can't personally commit to doing something like this for 90 days, you're probably not going to be successful. And obviously after that 90 days, you can do it month to month after that. But to me, it's vitally important that if I can't get it into my brain to commit to doing something this like discipline for 90 days, what am I doing?
Yeah. And in the reality of just the world and getting an education or learning a new hobby or a new trade, like something magical happens when we do a little effort consistently for 90 days. We just get a little bit better every single day. And the main goal is to be a little bit better today or tomorrow than we were today. We're just constantly improving. And so with that consistency, I think Ryan's going to do great. Again, we'll keep you guys informed with his measurements, where he was at, talking about the change. We'll kind of bring that up as we make some of these videos and we progress into what's going to happen over this next 90 days. But again, if any of you are interested in even chatting with me or learning more about how I could help benefit your life in the health and fitness realm, please reach out. And again, I'm looking forward to watching Ryan get shredded.
We'll see how it goes.
Awesome.
So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, throw those in the comment section down below. But as always, I hope you got something out of this video, and I appreciate you watching.
Thanks.